Hello, good evening, students. Today's transcription number back of 111 on the speed of 100 words per minute. Start. In the beginning, say, in October 1955, we find that something is necessary and we hope that the whole process of placing the contract and providing funds and everything else will be gone through and we will be able to get the deliveries by the end of the year. But negotiations take a lot of time. The contract is signed much later than we had imagined it could be signed, and the result is that the goods are not forthcoming by the end of the year and the money is held back. So that may occur, but that does not indicate any fault or any deliberate over provisioning on the part of the Defense Ministry. It would be stupid to do so. Why should we do so? There is no motive for that. My honorable friend referred particularly to one item of rupees 2 crores recoverable from the central ministries and the state governments. Now, I went into all the details and I found that most of this money was under recovery from the central government and the state governments. It pertained to certain buildings and other premises which had been rented out to the state governments for rehabilitation purposes and some other purposes, but the rents had not been realized. This amount of rupees 2 crores represents the rents to be realized. Now, I submit, sir, that the House should take this assurance from me that we are most anxious to prepare our estimates as accurately as possible and on the basis that the money estimated should be spent. In the Defense Ministry, we have got a financial advisor who keeps a strict watch over these things. My honorable friend said that we were spending 50%. As a matter of exactitude, that is not quite correct. I think if you only take the revenues, then it may be about 40 to 41%. But that makes no difference because if any necessity arises, I am sure that Parliament would provide all the necessary funds. So it is not 50%, it is substantially much less than that. Then there was some reference made about the structure and there was some comment. What about the establishment of an army council? Now, this is really a reference to the structure which exists in the United Kingdom. I am not saying anything about the official structure there. Probably it is very good. But so far as we in India are concerned, we went into this matter and we came to the conclusion that our existing structure performed really the same functions. As you are aware, sir, for the purpose of deciding high policy matters, we have got the Defense Committee of the Cabinet presided over by the Prime Minister. It is not confined to the Cabinet ministers or a few of them, but the heads of the three services, namely the Chief of the Army Staff, the Chief of the Air Staff, and all other senior officers.